I think that honestly my musical influences growing up, I had no real female rocker role models at all. I just had male rocker role models. Like my sister was really into Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil when it first came out. And obviously I was too, but I really liked Iron Maiden. And the first record that I was ever given was called Unleashed in the East by Judas Priest, and I just had it memorized. I loved it. It was my favorite record, my favorite band. And then I discovered DRI, and then everything changed. I started listening to DOA and SNFU, a lot of great Canadian bands where I lived in Winnipeg. The Unwanted was a big band. We loved Personality Crisis. And again, these guys were all my heroes. I didn't really know any girls that were in music except for Leather Tuscadero on Happy Days. I knew Cher and I knew these ladies from TV and stuff. But when Madonna came out with her first record, that was a game changer for me because, like every other girl in the 8th grade, we lost our minds. We all wanted to dress like her and sing like her. We had all her vinyl records, and in hindsight, I think it's kind of sweet, and it makes sense. She was the real trailblazer as far as us feeling like she was so fearless and so powerful, and what a great influence she has been on our whole society. As far as women and young girls go, she gave us permission to wear red lipstick and lots of earrings and black brassiere. It was like, those are my heroes. Well, I never really decided to write a book. I was kind of nudged into it from my manager, and I didn't, I wasn't comfortable doing it for a long time. I just thought, I didn't want anyone to think that I was just being narcissistic or conceited. I thought it was cheesy to write a memoir, so I didn't want to do it. I was too embarrassed. But then the more ladies that I met in cancer care, for example, really wanted to read my story. And then I wanted to tell the story of my parents who were missionaries and traveled doing that. And that's how they adopted my sister and I. So I'm really happy I did it now. Oh, there's lots of different things that stand out to me for sure. I would have to say meeting Metallica was probably the thrill of my life. And I met them at Donington. It was I think it was 95 or 96. And it was, I'll never forget it. I do write about it in my book because it was such a tremendous moment for me. They were my heroes, and I acted like a starstruck schoolgirl. I could barely talk, but it was the coolest thing ever. I have lots of favorite songs to perform. I like singing Choti a lot, and I like singing the story of my life a lot. Because we've never performed it before, and now we started on this book tour. I start reading that story, so we perform that song because it relates to it, and I'm enjoying singing it a lot. Wow, the first time I ever learned, I think it was called Nadia's Theme on piano. I was in piano when I was a little kid. But as far as when I was in Gorilla, we learned a song. I think it was called Leave Me Alone by Screeching Weasel. And I still love the song. I still love it. Oh, there's lots of songs I wish I wrote, that's for sure. Some songs are so good, I can't believe it. And I have lots of vast taste in music. I really like R&B. I like jazz singers a lot. I like Anita Baker a lot. I like Toni Braxton a lot. She has a voice like hers. And Babyface always worked with Toni Braxton. And I had the chance to work in the studio with Babyface. on the Josie and the Pussycats soundtrack, and that was amazing. Any song that Toni Braxton sings, I wish I wrote it, because I can do a punk rock version of any of her songs, any Mariah Carey song. We can do a punk rock version of it, and I wish I wrote them. They're so good. Just go into it. As soon as you play and get $5, you are in the music business. So just keep going, never quit, never give up, no matter what. Just keep playing your songs. It doesn't matter if you only have one person who likes it. Keep going, and you'll find your way. I don't really do anything before, so usually we're working right up until showtime, whether it's with contest winners or the radio station or in each town or something like that. So I just think I never had the opportunity to develop any rituals, but a lot of my band members have their own rituals, and anything from vocal exercises to, making their hands nimble, doing stretches. I used to do lots of stretches before a rock show so I didn't injure my hamstrings. Probably this one, because it's just been so much fun, and I'm getting married in 10 weeks, and I've been engaged this whole last year, and it's been so much fun. That I would repeat it in a heartbeat. It's just been the best. I would definitely go into nursing or kind of be a doctor. I keep threatening my band that I would be a proctologist. But I think the truth is I probably would want to be a nurse for sure. I would want to work in palliative care or in geriatric care. I just like it. I like it. I'm comfortable in those wards in the hospital when they do hospital visits, and I just think I'm probably cut out for it. I wish I had my own cooking show like every other person who loves to cook, I'm sure. I think it would be fun. I would like to have a show where I could showcase pets, animals that need adopting. I would like to use it as a platform for that. And, maybe that's what I'll do one day in 20 years from now if I'm lucky, or who knows. I've been so lucky. I had so many different opportunities to play all over the world, and we played on huge German rock festivals, and that's just been so amazing to do. Because we're fans of all the bands we played with, and also the small, intimate cabarets are really make for a very beautiful show as well. I like it all. I like playing anywhere. Recently, we played in a church. And the acoustics were so incredible. I would love to replicate that every night. Oh, well, I think that a lot of the stories in the book I've already touched upon in my lyric writing. So for me to revisit them, it's not like it was reopening a wound that much, because I had already kind of made peace with a lot of those stories, and I've been singing about them for 20 years. So it was very different for sure, but it was not that difficult for me. I felt like I've already said it all.